Glimmer and the Quiet Spark. Glimmer was a little dragon who loved big, brave dragon things. He loved flying faster than the clouds and roaring mighty, rumbling roars. But Glimmer had a secret, a very fiery secret. He was absolutely, positively terrified of flames. One evening, hiding behind the trunk of a giant ancient oak, he heard a tiny scritch-scratch sound. A small, busy squirrel named Flick popped his head out of a hollow. Flick carried the biggest acorn Glimmer had ever seen. "Hello," chirped Flick. "Why are you hiding back here, little dragon? The marshmallow roasting is starting. Isn't that the best part of the night?" Glimmer sighed a smoky puff of air. "I can't go," he mumbled. "I'm afraid of the fire." Flick tilted his head. "Afraid of fire? But dragons have fire. It lives right inside you, in your tummy." Glimmer shook his head so hard his horns wobbled. "It's too hot and too loud. I wish I could just make a gentle, quiet spark." Flick jumped down. "Watch this," he said. He gathered some dry moss and rubbed two pebbles together. Click, click, click. A tiny, safe spark sputtered and winked out instantly. "See? Fire starts small. You get to decide how big it gets." Glimmer took a deep, shaky breath. He felt the familiar heat stirring in his chest. "I don't want it to roar," he thought. "I just want it to glow." He opened his mouth and tried to breathe out a mighty flame, but only a huge cloud of gray smoke came out instead. Cough! Cough! "Don't worry," chirped Flick, waving the smoke away with his tail. "That means the fire is still waiting inside you. Think of it like a warm hug in your belly. Can you feel the warm hug?" Glimmer closed his eyes. He focused on the warmth, not the worry. He remembered the gentle, safe spark Flick had made. When he opened his mouth again, he didn't roar. He breathed out the smallest, prettiest, golden spark. It looked like a tiny, dancing flower. The spark didn't burn the tree. It just glowed, warm and bright. Glimmer laughed, a happy, relieved dragon laugh. He wasn't afraid anymore. He just had to remember that the fire was his own, and he could choose to make it soft and sweet.
Subscribe if you love this story. We post fun-packed stories every day.